Hi, welcome back to Monica's Voyage series. In the last episode, we talked about ordering food in fast food restaurants such as McDonald's. And here's a quick review of the conversation in ordering food. For example, the number of the people, and the name, and also the time. And we also talked about making reservations through phone calls. And I'm sure you're now an expert in making reservations. So now, let's move on to the most interesting part of dining in a normal restaurant. It's about reading the menu. First, you'll have your starter or appetizer. An appetizer is something small and light, like bread or cheese, and they come before the main dish. However, people don't always order appetizer. In the next section of the menu, there will be entree or main dish. Entree is originally a French word. It means the main thing you're going to have. For example, steak. Now, you might also want some sides with your meal. For example, salad or soup. If you're a sweet tooth, you might want to order some dessert like ice cream or cake. Throughout your whole meal, you might want something to drink. So, in the section of beverages, you can order juice, soda, milk, or sparkling water. Sometimes if you want to order some wine, there's another menu for wine, so you can ask for a wine menu. So we've gone through the main elements in a menu. Now let's take a look at a real menu. This is the menu of a famous restaurant in London. It serves amazing steak with only £10. The restaurant is part of my awesome memories in London. And I think it's also a perfect choice for backpackers who have budget on food but crave for nice food. So let's go through some important elements in the English menu. In the section of main course, there is steak. And in terms of steak, there are degrees of doneness. In other words, the differences in cooking time make the meat either soft or hard. And this is the chart for degrees of doneness. Rare, medium, medium rare, medium well, and well done. And if you're like Edward the Vampire, you might choose rare, which has core red center. Typically, it's good to have your steak served in medium or medium well because in that case, you can taste the original texture of the meat without experiencing something a bit bloody. Okay, so now let's move on to the sides section. Just as we mentioned before, sides may come in salads and soups. Take salad for example. In Sophie's salad here, there is lemon dressing. Dressing is like the clothing for salad. It adds flavor to the salad. So it's like the sauce for your salad. Sometimes you will have options of dressings to choose from. For example, these are common dressings for salad: honey mustard, mayo, balsamic vinaigrette, and Caesar. So it's all about reading the menu. Now we've made all the decisions, you can wave to the waiter and say, "I'm ready to order." You will then tell the waiter, "I would like the flat iron steak." And the waiter will then ask you, "How do you like your steak?" And you will say, "Medium rare, please." You will also say, "I would also like salad of the day." And he'll ask, "What kind of dressings do you like for your salad?" And you can say, "I will go with some dressings." For example, honey mustard. And then the waiter will ask, Anything else you would like to order? And if that's all good for you, then you can say, that's all. Now you finish your meal, you're going to pay for your meal. To see how much you're going to pay, you can ask the waiter, "Could I have the check, please?" The check is the money you have to pay. And now you can also ask, "Can I pay with credit card?" Sometimes they won't accept credit card, so maybe you can only pay in cash. And now, if you're in the US, please be aware there's this tipping culture in restaurants. If it is a fast food table, no tip. If it is a table at a restaurant, you will have to pay an additional 15 to 20% of the total cost for your waiter. The tips you give the waiter means that you're happy with their service. So for example, if you spend $100 in total for your dinner, you will have to spend around $20 more on the tips. And good job! With this knowledge, you're going to have an even more fantastic dining experiences abroad. And since this is our final episode, you will have a quick review of the last few episodes. From the very beginning, we talked about preparing for travel documents. Then comes vocabulary and phrases in the airport and accommodations. We focus on ordering food in fast food restaurants and reading menus in normal restaurants. And as usual, there's a mini practice for you. Remember to leave your answer below and subscribe Monica's Voyage series. It's the last episode. However, this is not the end of becoming a great backpacker. As you're preparing for a backpacking trip, you might encounter different questions and experiences. So, if you have any ideas that might be useful for preparing for a trip, please leave your comments below. I will really appreciate your help. And remember, life is a journey, so don't forget to set out to explore the world around you. Stay tuned on Monica's Voyage series, and bye bye. See you soon.